project, the growth of SoftLink.
Okay. So once we got this thing done, it was um, we started this company, SoftLink, and named this company as SoftLink, and we started giving we'll make software for a brief agenda. Okay, we'll make the software for CHA customers.
Link was
SoftLink, I sincerely now I really do not remember how this name came. I was trying to think also how this name came, but I don't remember. But we were sitting and we decided, okay, SoftLink came, and SoftLink at the time the company was named as SoftLink Services, no private limited, obviously, SoftLink Services, and then SoftLink Services we started with this impacts. Now the biggest task when we started, yes, few orders immediately we received, but after that it was a really tough. First
DOS
thing,
package, the
yeah,
DOS.
it was a DOS. In 91, 92, you were not having Windows. Even 3.1 was also not there.
People would have been running on their floppy.
Yeah, it was a, you can say, 20 MB hard disk. At that time, I think 86, your 91, 90, 92, you were having machines with 20 MB hard disk. That was the maximum. 80286 with 20 MB hard disk, that was the maximum configuration which you can go. And with a typical Epson or a L&T was making printers at that time, L&T or a Epson printer, big printer, 132 color printer. So once we said okay, it can happen, it can be started doing it. The second job and second important job was now to go out in the market and try to sell it, because computer at that time was a luxury, and paying for the computer itself was a difficult task. Software was considered something which Amit is giving on to floppies. At that time it was a 5/4 floppies, that big floppies, 5/4, not even 3.5 inches, which came after that. Now they have also gone. It was a 5/4 floppies. So when I used to go out and try to sell, people really used to laugh at me. Come on, software. My family was very upset at that time, I must tell you. A person who was working in IDM, and when I left IDM, and as I told you, I was not even informed. My parents have left the company. Letter came after 6 months. They sent a letter. Mr. Amit Maheshwari is not attending. What is happening? Then they called me, come on, what you are doing in Bombay? I told them, I don't want to, and I'm trying something. So at this stage, I was not settled, obviously. So they were very upset with me. Come on, in IBM there was a chance you could have gone to USA, and at that time US going was a big achievement. You can go to US because IDM was having a collaboration with Prime Computer, and Prime Computer at that time was the second biggest company in the US. Now it is not there, but it was the second biggest US company after IBM, and it was a golden chance. You could have gone over there and gone there. I could not say anything, obviously, because what I can say at that time I was myself struggling. But finally, while doing this software and selling these packages, I also developed few more packages. Like one was the accounting software which I developed, again specially meant for the CHA. There is a typical difference between a logistic company and the other company. Telecom existence at that time, but problem is this: for any other generic company, invoicing is the last activity, or invoicing is rather the first activity. Their accounting starts from invoice. In a logistic company, particularly CHA, invoicing is the last activity. He keep on spending money for the operations, and invoice he has to do last, and this invoice has to reflect the cost of doing this thing, whatever he has incurred, plus whatever is his fee. So obviously checking the expense on the way, which leads to the invoicing, was very important. And again, same problem when I was sitting in my own company. My own company means my uncle's company. I thought, let me build a software around that. So the idea of visual CHACC, it was that was born. So visual, and at that time it was CHACC. Visual came after the Windows. CHACC, simple. CHA, customer house agent. ACC, short for accounts. CHACC. So this idea of this software was born, and in order to sell impacts, I used to show him the CHACC, because more than the printing, okay, it will happen fine, but again, why should I spend money on this? I used to tell him, ki, come on, now this package is linked with this accounting package, and this accounting package will help you to control your costing. You will come to know how much money you spent. You will not have any unbilled expenses. These were the some of the advantage, and this used to click, because over here I'm helping them to save money. Pure and simple. Even if in one deal if the person is saving 10,000, 20,000 rupees, my cost of packages definitely for him becomes zero. So I got into that where I always showed them both the products, and I used to get the order for either one of them or together. So this is the way I done, and during that course also I built one more software. In fact, in 91, 92, one more thing had happened. Till that time, exporters can print or exporters can make invoice in whatever format they want to. But 91, Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, IIFT at Delhi, they came out with a standard formatting. Here, a invoice has to be printed in this many format. Paper has to be this thick. It has to be so big. So there again, I saw an opportunity to make a software. So at that time, again, in 91, 92, I started this package also, which was named as Export. I removed X dash port. So the idea of this package was there. This package again, at that time, my first few sales whenever new recruit joins me now from sales, I tell him in 91, 92, when I was nobody, at that time my first 10 customer for this export was companies like Reliance, company like Godrej Soaps, company like Pfizer, company like Searle India. Searle India at that time was existing, nowadays it was merged then afterwards. Company like Colgate Palmolive, company like Khimji Visramji and Sons. Khimji Visramji is a cotton king, and I don't know about now, but at that time it was a cotton king from India. So first 10 customers were having these kind of companies, where I was able to convince them that okay, printing this invoice, if left to the typewriter, is a difficult thing to do. You enter the data, I print you the invoice in the same format, the way it is. So I was able to, so at that time I was having these 3 products, and these 3 products became quite successful.